Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This time we're talking about Friday Night Magic in my local gaming store. Today I went to Friday Night Magic, yay! I played with my green-white deck. I don't know if I've shown that to you, probably not, but green-white. Got a bye. Lost against a guy with Ulamog. And won against a little kid. Feel a little bit bad about that, but I'm sorry, I tried to not attack for a while, but after a while I'm just like, you know. But anyway, the promo for the month of March, so today was the last day. Incendiary Flow, costs Mountain in 1. It deals 3 damage to target creature or player. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Shiny. Sorry, I'm from the south. We appreciate the shinies. I also turned in some stuff for trading credit there a while back, and got trading credit, yay! So, got some Dragon Shield sleeves in apple green. Yay, haven't even opened them yet. I like that they have little stories on the back, like about little dragons and stuff. This one says Elbin the Delightful. The sisters Elbin and Abagon, or whatever, were abandoned as hatchlings and raised by a human family. Unlike her depressed sister, Elbin enjoys a life of freedom and adventure, roaming far and wide. The size of a hummingbird, Elbin feeds on ripe fruits and flowers, frolicking in the gardens of Arcania. Every year, when summer draws to an end and harvest approaches, Elbin returns to the fields of her childhood. She is well known there, for while Elbin moves at speeds barely perceptible to human eyes, she loves to play tricks on dragons and humans alike, and her pealing laughter gives her away for miles in advance. Anyway. And, some other stuff I got is my favorite type of creatures in the entirety of Magic the Gathering, other than Ornithopter. Slivers! So here we go. Got a quick sliver, costs Forest in 1. You may play it at any time you could play an instant. Any player may play silver cards anytime he or she could play an instant, and it's a 1/1. Yeah, it came in the sleeve, and I didn't feel like taking it out. So there you go. You know what? We're going from the bottom, because this card is Limp Sliver, which costs plains in 4. All Sliver have absorb 1, so it would absorb 1 of the damage and it doesn't count, pretty much. And it's a 3/3, so technically a 3/4. You know what I mean? I love slivers and I will make a commander deck. Woohoo! Striking Sliver costs 1 mountain. Sliver creatures you control have first strike, and it's a 1/1. Next card is Sentinel Sliver, costs plains of 1. Sliver creatures you control have vigilance, and it's a 2/2. Next one is Ground Shaker Sliver, costs Forest in 6. Sliver creatures you control have trample, and it's a 5/5. Expensive card. But then if you have, you know, Mana Weft Sliver, or whatever it's called, or Gemhide. Next card is Blur Sliver, Mountain in 2. Sliver creatures you control have haste, and it's a 2/2. Which I probably have some of these because I did get the premium Sliver deck. So, but, you know. Next card is Predatory Sliver, costs Forest in 1. Sliver creatures you control get +1/+1, and it's a 1/1. Essentially Sinew Sliver, but in green. You know what I mean? Next one is Frenzy Sliver, which I have very few black slivers, actually. Which I might have this one, but I don't think I do. All sliver creatures have Frenzy 1, which means if it ain't blocked, it gets 1 attack, and it's a 1/1. Which means Trample Boy could become a 6/5 if they're not blocked. Then there is Spine Sliver, which costs Forest and a Mountain. Whenever a sliver becomes blocked, that sliver gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature blocking it, and it's a 2/2. Which means two-headed sliver, all slivers get +2/+2. I know the lighting sucks in here. Forgive me. My room sucks in general. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Next card is Fury Sliver. Costs Mountain and 5. All slivers have double strike, and it's a 3/3. I've already kept confusing haste and first strike or something. I don't know. Next card is Vampiric Sliver. Swamp and 3. All slivers have whenever a creature dealt damage by this creature this turn is put into graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and it's a 3/3. Gotta love slivers. Next card is Ghost Flame Sliver. It costs Swamp and Mountain. All slivers are colorless, and it's a 2/2. I love the old style slivers better than the newer ones, but I do like that the newer ones only affect your slivers instead of all slivers. Next one is Steel Form Sliver. Costs plains and 2, and then all sliver creatures you control get +1 defense, and it's a 2/2. Which the best thing I like is I say it's a 2/2, but once it comes into play, it becomes a 2/3. Next card is Root Sliver. Costs Forest and 3. Root Sliver can't be countered. Sliver spells cannot be countered. Ain't that great? Yeah, it comes in sleeve, and I don't feel like taking it off yet. I plan on making a commander deck with these. Next one is Shifting Sliver. Costs Island and 3. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers, and it's a 2/2. Yeah. Make your life a little bit harder, because I mean, you could have a changeling, you know, you could have little things like that, but okay, and I got 2 of these because of the art. Hive Stirrings. It costs plains and 2. Put 2 1/1 colorless sliver creature tokens onto the battlefield. Full art. Okay, leave me alone. I needed them. I think I have 6 of this card actually, just not in full art. Still getting over the cough. Let me help myself here. Okay. Next card is Bone Size Sliver. Costs plains and 3. Sliver creatures you control have double strike. 2/2. Hoot hoot. Next card is Gale Rider Sliver. Costs 1 island. Sliver creatures you control have flying, and it's a 1/1. Which I also got the other flyer, because, hey, I need flying. And in a commander deck, it'd be nice to have 2 to gain flying. I think I actually have a 3rd one that might gain flying, since we're talking commander here instead of modern. Next card is Pulmonic Sliver. It costs 2 plains and 3. All slivers have flying, and if this creature would be put into a graveyard, you may put it on top of its owner's library instead. Another reason to have this card. And it's a 3/3. I mean, it's expensive cost, but not as bad as some of them. But anyway. Next card is Essence Sliver, and I got 2 of those. It's plains and 3. Whenever a sliver deals damage, its controller gains that much life. AKA lifelink. Which, okay, I can't use both of these in Commander, but I can use one of them. And the other one can go into a casual... No, it can go into a modern sliver deck. Okay, another thing I got. You know it. Y'all hate it, probably. Random repacks for $1. I love random repacks. And if this video is long enough, I might even put a commercial in between that part and this part for those who hate the random repacks. But we're going to go through at least one of them, if not more. I might skip commons. I don't know. Depends. You know, because if it's all commons, we're going through some of them at least. This is a video. Let's see. Hey, we'll just go through uncommons. I won't pity you. Nah, we'll go through the entire thing at least once. First card is Augmenting Automaton. It costs 1. You pay Swamp and 1 to give it +1/+1 until end of turn, and it's a 1/1. Next card is Aether Inspector, plains and 3, Vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. This is actually in my green-white deck. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 energy counters. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token, and it's a 2/3. Next card is also in my green-white deck. Lifecraft Cavalry costs 4 and 4. It has Trample, Revolt. It enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn. Which I got that because the other person had Death Touch, and I cast it after battle. It's a 4/4. Next card is Renegade's Getaway. Costs Swamp and 2. Target permanent gains indestructible until end of turn. Create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. I have a couple of full arts of the next card. Trophy Mage, Island and 2. When Trophy Mage enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 3. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library, and it's a 2/2. Next card is Pima Aetherseer. It costs 4 and 3, and when it enters the battlefield, you get an amount of energy counters equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Pay 3 energy counters. Target creature blocks this turn if able. And it's a 3/2. Next card is Maverick Thopterus, and it costs Mountain, Island, and 3. Improvise. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying, and it's a 2/2. If I had a lot of improvise spells, I would create servo tokens more often probably. But my decks don't really have that. Next card is Reckless Racer. Costs Mountain and 2. First strike. Whenever it becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and it's a 2/3. Next one is Cogwork Assembler. It costs 3. Pay 7. Create a token that's a copy of a target artifact. The token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, and it's a 2/3. Next card is Death Dismissal. Costs Plains and 3. It deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target attacking or blocking creatures. I feel like I had this in a deck. I don't know if I still do though. Next card is Sweatworks Brawler. It costs Mountain and 3. And it also has Improvise. It has Menace. And it's a 3/3. I hope I don't see a Smuggler's Copter in anything. Which all these should be uncommons and commons. But hey, I could see someone shoving a Smuggler's Copter in here since it isn't legal anymore, you know? But anyway, Mobile Garrison. It costs 3. And whenever it attacks, untap another target artifact or creature you control. It has Crew 2 and is a 3/4. So, you know, this could be useful. So I wonder, it sounds like you could untap a creature that's already crewing a vehicle to crew another. So that could be a good thing. I don't know. Next card is Prize Fighter Construct. It costs 5 and it's a 6/2. The next one I know I have in a deck somewhere, and it's Night Market Guard. It costs 3 and it can block an additional creature each combat, and it's a 3/1. The next card is Aether Poisoner. It costs Swamp and 1. It has Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters, and when it attacks, you may pay 2 energy counters. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token, and it's a 1/1. I'm not going to open all these packs on camera because I know some of you would shoot me for it. I'd probably shoot me too. Don't worry. But we will open one more. Because who doesn't like to open random repacks? As long as they don't cost too much, and this was $1, so give me. Pretty much. So we got Foundry Assembler that costs 5. It has Improvise and it's a 3/3. Without Improvise, this thing isn't going in my deck. Ever. Next card is Verdant Automaton. It costs 2. And you can pay 4 and 3 to put a +1/+1 counter on it. And it's a 1/2. Next one is Watchful Automaton. And it costs 3. You play Island and 3 to scry 1. And it's a 2/2. Sorry. Still getting over that cough, like I said. Augmenting Automaton costs 1. You can pay swapping 1 to give it a +1/+1 until end of turn, and it's a 1/1. Next card is Implement of Ferocity. It costs 1. You can pay Forest and sacrifice it. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. When it is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. I like it. I mean, I like little cards like this. Next one is Unbridled Growth. Costs Force. Enchant land. Enchanted land has tap. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Sacrifice Unbridled Growth. Draw a card. Next one is Treasure Keeper, which costs 4. When it dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card with converted mana cost 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order, and it's a 3/3. Next card is Hinterland Drake. It costs Island and 2. Flying, and it can't block artifact creatures, and it's a 2/3. Next card is Aether Herder that costs Forest and 3. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. When it attacks, you may pay 2 energy counters. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. 3/3. Woohoo! Next card is a card my brother needs for his decks. Too bad he already has all he needs. Rogue Refiner. Blue, 1 blue, 1 green, and 1. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card and you get 2 energy counters, and it's a 3/2. Another Verdant Automaton! Here you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Next card is Dawn Feather Eagle, and it costs plains and 4. Flying, and when it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. It's a 3/3. It's a bird. I use that in my deck. Next one's Aegis Automaton. It costs 2. Pay plains and 4. Return another target creature you control to its owner's hand, and is a 0/3. Next one is Watchful Automaton again. And the next one is Aether Poisoner again, but surprise! It's a foil, foil, foil. I like foils. Anyway, that's all the packs I'm going to do for this video on YouTube, because no one wants to sit through 6 more of these. At least not right now. I probably will open them off camera, so... But as you can tell, there'll be some repeats, but hey, you know, it's $1. $1. Deal with it. So, and it, like, some people don't like opening boosters or little packs like this. I love it. It's like, kind of like gambling without gambling. I'm guaranteed something out of it. Now, it doesn't mean I got $1 worth of cards, but I don't expect to. I expect to open cards and probably get ones I already have, considering I like Aether Revolt a lot. But hey, that's fine by me. I'm going to make Pauper popular again. Somehow. And the easiest way to do it is end up with a ton of freaking commons. Anyway, off topic. I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!